Hello. I I'm officially back from my hiatus, whatever you want to call it. I think it's been almost over a year now. I'd say that's pretty good, right? No, I did say I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't promise like I'd be back in any time soon, right? But yeah, it's it's been a bit of a weird time, I'd say. I After my last video, I started thinking about if it's even just okay. I don't know if that's the right phrasing, but if it's even okay that I make these videos, right? I mean, I looked at my life and saw kind of, where I was. And I was um, like there's no way that I'm trying to help other people, and talk about all these problems that I have, and kind of worked out. But I've still so much to do and such a long road ahead of me that I started thinking that I don't think it's really fair of me to give people like tips and tricks and just telling them like, oh, it's this and that, when truthfully I I struggle myself. And then it kind of hit me here, like the last couple of days. Well, not even, just only yesterday, right? I saw a video of someone who's, I think he's about a year or 2 years older than me, and he was kind of doing the same thing um, that I was doing, right? Just better. But yeah, I looked at that and I thought, I might not want to do that, but I do want to come back. And in a way of not doing the same type of videos that I did before, but more of a, you know, here's my, like, laying out, like, here's my problems. Here's what I'm gonna try to do, right? And also, like, these are problems that I've dealt with, and here's how I fixed them. And I don't know, maybe just on a regular basis, uh, keep you updated on where I am, right? Because I don't know if I've really explained on this like specific YouTube channel. I don't think I've like explained my struggles of what I've been through, and um, what I've struggled with, depression wise, and yeah, just mental health issues in general, right? And I thought, I'm gonna come back to that. I might do that in another video where I just explain, what I've gone through and what I've like tried to do to to get to where I am now, and what I'm gonna look forward to do. But yeah, I don't know. I think around just a year ago, right? I think I looked at this channel the wrong way, and I kind of looked at it like I was trying to be a guru, right? And I never had the intentions of doing any of that, but I still kind of cringed at the thought of um, I'm, it kind of sounds like that's what I'm doing, right? It kind of sounds like I'm trying to tell people what to do and what they can do and all that, when in reality, right, I'm just as I'm just as lost as anyone else. Right, I don't. So really, if you're watching this video and you think, oh, maybe there's some answers, yet there isn't, right? No answers, only more questions, really. Um, but yeah, I like to talk about, and I'd like to in the future talk about uh, what I struggle with and what I'm gonna try and do to help that. And yeah, I think you as a viewer also deserve, and it sounds kind of weird, and sounds like I'm a prophet or something, but I truly do believe that you also deserve somewhere to go where you could look at someone who's like, okay, they're struggling too, right? And this is like a realistic progress, right? This isn't just someone, oh, I've been depressed, and then all of a fucking sudden, in like a year, they've turned their life around and then doing all this. That's also great, and that works for some people. But I think in a more realistic way to look at it is this, you know, take the amount of years and or the amount of time that you've been depressed or suffered from whatever, right? And it's something that you obviously you can fix, right? To be able to kind of get rid of um, set habits and just like the lifestyle of that, right? And the thoughts and just everything, right? Like take my example, right? I was depressed for 8 years, really deep depression, and really hit rock bottom at the last year of where I genuinely tried to take my life. A couple of years before that, I began having suicidal thoughts and suicidal tendencies, but in the last year of that, I really, I went. It's gonna, but I went all out, right? I really tried to get rid of myself. Um, yeah, but that took 8 years, right? And luckily I'm still here, and I failed miserably at trying to take my own life. Um, but that's not something that's gonna change, even if it's been 3 years now, right? I've had 3 years symptom free of. I don't have depression anymore. I want to live. I wake up most days, not every day, right? But I genuinely wake up happy and grateful, right? Um, and that's really good, right? Where I am now compared to where I was. But sometimes I catch myself in uh, myself thinking about like, oh, why aren't I here? Why haven't I lost this weight? And why yada yada, whatever, right? And realistically, right, if I've been depressed for 8 years, it's probably gonna take me 16 years to be just okay again, right? And that's kind of scary to think about, because that means at the age of 34, right, that's kind of where, like, this is just an estimate, right? It's not saying that this is fact, right? This is just an estimate. But around the age of 34 is where I'm gonna be somewhat alright and just somewhat okay again, right? Um, and that's kind of scary to think about, right? That, oh, it isn't just like, let's take 2 years and really focus on doing this and this and that, and then maybe it works. It's, oh, this is a slow progress, right? And it's gonna take a long time, and it's gonna be an uphill battle, and it's gonna be kind of just irritating and yeah, just a slow grind, right? But if I choose to look at it like that, it's just gonna make it so much worse, right? So yeah, back to what I was saying, right? What I really want to do now with my videos is try to talk about my problems. So in in a weird sort of way, this is going to be somewhat like a therapy thing for me, right? And in me being vulnerable and honest, I hope, you know, um, or I wish, I wish, my wish with this channel is that there's just someone, just, that doesn't have to be more than one, but just one person that sees this and just looks at it and was like, okay, this is what a sort of realistic comeback or whatever you want to call it is, right? If this guy can bounce back from it, right, then so can I, right? I mean, look at this and this and that. It's not like a comparison, right? I'm not trying to compare my problems with yours and, oh, you've got so much easier, but more of like, okay, this guy is actually trying, but that's all I really just want to try and spread as a, oh, what's it called? Um, like a message, right? It's just, just try at least, right? But yeah, that's really it, right? I'm not someone who has any answers. Um, I'm really confused. And again, over the last year, I thought that, I had a goal of trying to lose, like, what was it, 20 kilos, and I lost 10, and I did really good. Yeah, then at the end of this year, I was told no, that I really wanted to have a career in the military, and I was told that that wasn't possible because of my past with my history with depression and suicidal tendencies, right? Which is fair. But yeah, I was told no, and all of a sudden, all the weight came back, and now we're here in April, and I've sort of came up with a plan on what I want to do with my life. Um, and yeah, and again, my answer to that is, what do you want to do what I want to do with my life is just try stuff out for the rest of my life. I don't want to be bound to something specific, right? Whatever I find interesting, I'm gonna try out, right? And if it's not as interesting as I thought, then fair, right? But yeah, really, that's yeah, that's really it. Yeah, So I look forward, and I'm gonna try my best, my absolute best to keep it consistent. I'm not gonna promise like an upload schedule. It's just it's gonna be spontaneous, and whenever a video drops, it drops, right? But yeah, I hope. I'm gonna stop saying that. I wish uh, for you to what? I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Uh, Never mind that. But yeah, that's really it. Um, lost my train of thought at the end, but yeah, I'm back, and I'm gonna try this new thing out. Maybe that's already what I was doing before, but yeah, hopefully this kind of clears it up. But I don't know. I'll see you when I see you, right? Have a great day, and yeah.